What's going on, y'all? Nick here, coming to you with another video. Check this one out, y'all. So we got this woman who took a trip to Mexico and actually have the nerve to say God, that God actually told her to commit adultery. Ah, man, I can't make this shit up, y'all. Check this one out.
I knew that it was over when I was in Mexico because he told me not to fucking talk to him. He told me not to talk to him while I was on the trip with him. And I'm like, wow, like I'm really on this vacation with my husband in Mexico, the most beautiful place ever, and I can't talk to my husband. That
Hey, you guys. By the way, that is not me with that music. That I mean, she literally edited her own video with that music. I mean, talk about dramatic. But my question is, you're with your husband on a trip to Mexico, and he said don't touch him. Why did he say that? Is she gonna tell us? All right.
that means that there's no intimacy going on. That means ain't no touching, no hugging, no anything. This man put a pillow in between us. And at that point, I knew I deserved better. I knew that I gave him so many chances, more chances than what he needed, more chances more chances that I had given anyone else. I knew that I had let him slide, even though the first week when we were talking, I should have cut him loose, but I kept him.
All right, you guys. So there's more to this. Stay tuned. Stay tuned because she broke this up in episodes, y'all.
And so I knew at that moment it was partially my fault that I was in this miserable relationship. And when I say miserable, I mean a relationship that doesn't include intimacy and love, which is very important in a relationship. Just to have that affection and that close intimacy with a person. So when we was in Mexico, he told me not to touch him. I'm like, okay, cool. This man treated me like shit for 5 fucking days. He treated me like fucking shit. When I tell you he treated me like I wasn't worth anything, he treated me like shit. Okay? Like I was going to the bars, drinking by myself. He treated me like shit. And so I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So on the 6th night of the vacation, I was on my way back to the hotel room by myself in Mexico.
Hi. She keeps saying that this man treated her like shit. I'm so wary whenever I hear these type of videos because again, we never hear the other side of the story. I mean, I believe personally there's always 3 sides. There's whatever 2 parties that are actually having this altercation, and then the third one is the truth, right? None of us knows the truth. But yeah, I'm looking at the comments. There's this guy by the name of The Real Jessier. Sorry you had to deal with someone like that. Reminds me of my 9-year relationship. Biggest flex is it won't happen again. Yeah, and look, the time would fail me if I read all the comments of these simp ass losers that's actually buying this story. Again, none of us knows, but I do find it weird. I mean, this man, he spent this money to go on a trip to Mexico of all places. And he just changed up magically. He just changed up. She didn't do nothing that led him to that point. All right, guys.
On my way back to the hotel room, and long and behold, there was this fine, beautiful black man. There was this fine and beautiful black man. I swear, I thought like God himself had sent me this guy. I'm like, oh my.
Man, this is so blasphemous. It is so wild. God, you're right. God. It ain't the Most High Yah. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes I use the word God to, just so I can reach people who understand it in those terms. You're right. God. God is the one that sent you this man. It could not be the actual true, Elohim of the Bible. Because the same one that says, thou shalt not commit adultery, He's the one that sent you this tall black man. Fine, tall black man. This sounds like a damn Tyler Perry movie. It really does. It sounds like a Tyler Perry movie.
Oh my God, he's tall, fine, beautiful, beautiful teeth, smell good. Like I was like sitting in the back of him, I can just smell like the cologne, like just coming my way. Nice watch, nice shoes. I was like, you know what? I think this is a sign.
A sign.
This
Wow.
gotta be a sign, you know? This man was tall. He was about, you know what I mean, like 4 of my husbands put together. I'm like, this gotta be a sign because
I ain't gonna lie. That's a good 4 of my husbands put together. All right, she got some jokes for that one. All right.
God told me he was gonna double it. But anyways, so I started talking to this guy, and he had some nice conversation in the first, you know, couple of minutes.
All right, guys, wait. There's more. Here's part 4.
As I'm smelling his cologne, it was some very good conversation. And so at that moment, I decided, you know what? Fuck this. You are overdue on fucking intimacy, love, and everything else. Fuck it. Because at this point, I was done with my husband. Didn't care what the fuck people thought about me. Didn't give 0 fucks whatsoever. And so, you know what? I hung out with this tall, beautiful black man, and I had the best time of my life. And I swear, like, when I was with him, for me, I felt like I freed myself.
She freed herself. You know, yes, sin is enjoyable for a season. That's another Bible verse. Look it up. But man, I can't believe, you know, it is like Satan though. You know, Satan will always present things to you, right? It's like what the word says. You know, he disguises himself as an angel of light. He disguises himself as an angel of light. You get what I'm saying? So here is Satan presenting this tall black man, and she actually think that this is a sign from God. I don't know what God she's serving, y'all. I really don't, but I know it could not be the God of the Bible. It could not. It could not. But hey, this is what she feels liberated. She's free. All right.
I felt like I was trapped somewhere, and I know that, you know, mentally you're trapped, but sometimes some good sex can bring you out of that shit and fucking wake you the fuck up, like wake the fuck up. And that was a moment where I woke the fuck up, and I knew that I deserve love, I deserve affection, I deserve good intellectual conversation, I deserve a man that fucking smells good, no salt taste, I deserve it the fuck all. And that's when I cheated on my narcissistic husband.
Isn't it so ironic? She says this is when she cheated on her narcissistic husband. The irony in that statement. I mean, the only person that sounds narcissistic is this woman. I mean, it is so terrifying that she could actually spew all of this rhetoric and think that there is nothing wrong with this. I think another thing that's worth mentioning is that, have you noticed that in the midst of all of this talk, she never once refers to this other guy as a boyfriend or a husband? So, wow. So God, right, told you to commit adultery. You ended up having sex with this other man outside of your husband, the man you should actually be with, who magically, you know, went to Mexico, but he told you don't touch him. That man. All right. So you done committed adultery, and God sent you this other man to what? Pipe you down, and you not married? So is that what we say? So the most God, do you see the blasphemy here? Are we putting this on God, that God will send you somebody to pipe you down outside of marriage? So there's no union between these individuals. It was just a one night stand, a fling. But the Most High liberated you. You're set free. And you know what's so crazy? Because this right here, the reason why I'm showing this is because this is literally the mindset of modern women, guys. I know some of you may not want to hear it, but this is literally their mindset. This is how they process thought. And this is why I try to come to on this platform and try to tell you guys, wake the hell up. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you still operating like a simp and you think these women are like these gentle, can't do nothing wrong creatures, you are severely wrong. I mean, something is seriously up with this girl. Something is severely wrong with this girl. All right, you guys. Truth be told, it's completely disgusting to see that a woman can actually blaspheme the name of the Most High just to justify their sinful nature. And it's actually quite sad. But again, Satan, there's got to be somebody to deceive. You get what I'm saying? I mean, a sucker is born every day. And this is another sucker. This is another sucker who comes up on the internet to spew this bullshit. And then you're going to have a whole bunch of women that cheer her on and beta males. That's, you go, sis. You go, sis. Yeah, okay. She could go straight to hell. That's where she could go. Because unless she... Man, nah. I'm not even going to come up with some, this fantasy world. This woman is gone. It's so sad because, again, this is the actual mindset of the modern women. Hey, only hit dogs will bark. So for anybody that disagrees with what I got to say, hey, they probably would have done the same thing. But if you guys actually agree with my sentiments here, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Please let me know what you think. All right. Do you think this woman was actually justified in that God sent her a man so that she could commit adultery? Mercy, mercy me. All right, guys. With that being said, Nick over and out. The message sent. Jesus is king, y'all.